Well, the college football playoff has come and gone, but Indianapolis is about to host another major event centered on intercollegiate athletics that could have long-term impact. Bill Benner has more in this week's Inside Indiana Sports. Bill.
Gary, thanks. And that event is the National Collegiate Athletic Association's annual convention, which will bring more than 3,000 college athletic administrators to the city as the NCAA grapples with weighty issues, including fundamental changes to its governing constitution. Joining us today to discuss what may take place is Kevin Lennon, the NCAA's Division I Vice President of Governance. And Kevin, welcome to the program.
Bill, it's great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Well, and you reminded me on the air, this is part of the agreement that goes back 22 years ago when the NCAA moved to, that they would always have, well, not always, but on a regular basis, always have the annual convention here as well as innumerable meetings and other places. So in the wake of the Final Four, the CFP, and now the annual convention comes to town.
That's exactly right. I mean, the star continued to shine very bright on Indianapolis. So starting with March and what happened with that awesome men's tournament being conducted here in Indianapolis on the heels of the college football playoff, here we are bringing in 3,500 of our membership, our presidents, athletic directors, students, to talk about these important issues that impact intercollegiate athletics and our students, and we're doing it right here in Indianapolis as a part of that agreement that's now 22 years in the making, Bill.
Well, Kevin, again, the NCAA has taken a deep look at its constitution, its overall governing documents. This all relates back to last summer, the institution of name, image, likeness. So many things going on with the NCAA, and now it's all coming. Can you just kind of tell us what we might expect substantively from this convention?
Yeah, I'll be happy to. So we are going to bring in members of Divisions 1, 2, and 3, and they will, as a group, vote on a new NCAA constitution. We happen to lose a Supreme Court decision, some may be aware, this past summer that really required us to go about changing the way we do our work. And Chairman Robert Gates, the former Secretary of State, was asked to chair this, and the culmination of their work will take place on a vote next week on a new constitution. It does a number of things, Bill. It streamlines the Board of Governors, which is our top ranking group, and it also elevates the student voice, which we all know is incredibly important. And then most importantly, after that is done with the Constitution, energy can then be turned to the very specific issues that, particularly in Division I, have challenged us over time, and it's time to take those on. As we've said, change is really no longer an option, but really a necessity, and our membership will address those issues coming up.
And I know the new Constitution specifically states no direct pay for play, but we have to acknowledge the new reality, and certainly athletes are deserving of benefiting from their name, image, and likeness.
That's exactly right. And so we adopted an interim rule, our membership this past summer, on the name, image, likeness. And by the way, I would share with you that everyone at the NCAA, we're very excited about this opportunity for young people. We know how multi-talented they are. We know that they're more than just athletes and just students. And this name, image, likeness opportunities gives them an opportunity to share who they fully are and be compensated for that. So that is terrific. What we don't want is pay for play. What we don't want is it to enter into the recruiting environment, and thus the challenge that our membership continues to address.
And Kevin, as we wrap up, I know athlete welfare, gender equity, inclusion, diversity are important tenets of this new Constitution as we move forward.
That's exactly right. And I would just remind everyone, we are here to serve our student athletes and this incredible transformative experience. And so all the issues that we do from a committee perspective and certainly at the convention are designed to look at the policies and the rules that will advance and enhance the student experience. And that does include gender equity, student well-being, welfare, et cetera. And so it's going to be a busy week, and we're happy to be doing it here in Indianapolis.
Well, and we need to remind people that the NCAA is 1,200 institutions, 5,000 student athletes, 3 divisions, so it's a very complex organization. Kevin Lennon, the NCAA's Division I Director, or President, Vice President for Governance, we wish you the best, and thanks for being on the show.
Yes, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.